Ladies and gentlemen, hot laps are now complete, and it is time for opening ceremonies. So we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we go to the Lord in prayer and sing the Star-Spangled Banner. Let's pray together. Father God, your word says in Philippians chapter 2, "Have this mind among yourselves, which is yours in Christ Jesus, who though he was in the form of God, did not count equality with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself by taking the form of a servant, being born in the likeness of men. And being found in human form, he humbled himself by becoming obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross." Father God, we pray as we read these words that you would take out of us any part that has arrogance, Lord, that has not submitted to you, and Lord, that we would be humbled, that you have been humbled in the worst sense, Lord, that you were found in human form, but you emptied yourself by becoming obedient and dying on the cross in our place to take the punishment for our sin that we deserved. And Lord, that you were buried and that you rose again. And Lord, we celebrate that this evening, and we pray that you would allow us to glorify you through everything that we do tonight, Lord. And if there's anybody here or anybody listening to the sound of my voice who does not know you, God, I pray that tonight would be the night that they turn to you in repentance and faith. And Lord, tonight we pray for the safety of the drivers and the track officials, the crew members, and all the fans in the stands. And we give you all the glory and honor and praise. In Christ's name, amen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we've hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Well, folks, it is now time to go racing. Here is your first race of the night, the Granger Equipment Factory Stock Heat Race number 1. On the pole from Eagletown, Oklahoma, driving the 51D, that's Daniel Lamphere. And on the outside from Shreveport in the Bricks Towing JCR Components, All Fur Doggies, PTS Racing Engines, number 6 is Stephen Harris. Your third starter is from Dry Prong, Louisiana. Behind the wheel of the Bodies by C.J. Hunter and Beck Attorneys, Rodney Howell Racing Engines, Osborne Race Cars, number 234, C.J. Howell. Starting fourth, he's from Vivian, Louisiana, driving the Deer Springs Enterprise 10-man recycling Dave's Racing Engines, number 9C, Cole Cook. And starting fifth, from Mineral Springs, Arkansas, the Team Smallwood Remax Club 20 Suspension Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number 20 of Neil Kemp. And to the outside from Houghton, Louisiana, aboard the Mack Tools, Amark Metals, Mills Motors, Crudoff Race Cars, number D27 of Devin Crudoff. Your final row of starters to the inside from Nashville, Arkansas. The 69X is Brandon Puryear. And your final starter is from Lake Charles, Louisiana, in the Incredible Edible Snowballs Club 20 Suspension Dottrells Plumbing F1 Racing Engines number 5M, Michael Harlow. We're going to go 8 laps in distance for heat race number 1. All cars advance to tonight's A feature. Lights are out. Daniel Lamphere, Stephen Harris, CJ Howell, Devin Crudoff, Neil Kemp, Brandon Puryear, and Michael Harlow is your field. Cole Cook not making the call for heat race number 1. We are green flag racing at the hill for the Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series. Stephen Harris will lead the field into turn number 1. They're 3 wide for the third spot as they exit 2. Brandon Puryear in the 69X, all the way up to third after starting in the second to last row. It's Harris, Lamphere, Puryear, Howell, and Crudoff, your top 5. Neil Kemp right there in 6th with Harlow in 7th. Pass for the race lead. Daniel Lamphere now in control. And here comes Puryear down to the bottom of Stephen Harris. Harris going to cut off the line there down the front stretch and into turn number 1. Harris up through the middle groove. Here comes Puryear to the inside. CJ Howell riding around the outside. Neil Kemp now into the top 5, trying to look for more. Lamphere, your race leader. Harris in 2nd. Puryear with a close 3rd at the line. CJ Howell in 4th with Neil Kemp in 5th. Here comes Howell around the outside of Puryear, looking to take the 3rd spot away. All cars advancing in this feature race. There is no transfer spot. Puryear battling back to the inside of Howell. He's still got the 3rd spot, and Neil Kemp looks to be faster than CJ Howell, who is now off the pace down the back straightaway. Problems for the 234 of Howell. Neil Kemp looking to the inside of his Arkansas buddy, Brandon Puryear. Two laps to go for the 51D of Lamphere. Still Lamphere out front. Stephen Harris looking strong in the 2nd spot. Brandon Puryear and Neil Kemp both knocking on the door with the white flag in the air. There's 1 lap to go. Devin Crudoff riding in 5th. And Michael Harlow rounding out the field. Here comes Kemp to the inside of Puryear. He's going to have the 3rd spot as they roll down the back straightaway. Coming out of turn 4 to grab the checkered flag. Daniel Lamphere wins heat race number 1. He'll start on the pole tonight. Stephen Harris, 2nd place. 3rd is Neil Kemp. 4th will be Brandon Puryear. 5th is Devin Crudoff. And Michael Harlow rounding out the field. So your top 3 cars in third from Mineral Springs, Arkansas, the 20 of Neil Kemp. Second place from Shreveport, the 6 of Stephen Harris. And taking the win from Eagletown, Oklahoma, the 51D of Daniel Lamphere. And here comes heat race number 2 for the Granger Equipment Factory Stocks. On the pole from Marshall, Texas, behind the wheel of the Nelson Motorsports, Wascom Recycling, Cypress Customs Laser Race Cars, number 12 in is Derek Grigsby. On the outside from Robeline, Louisiana, in the Scotty Shade Tree Performance, Myers Automotive, CB Race Engines, Outlaw Race Cars, number 1 is Stony Dubois. The 88M is Joshua Martin, the 23 Daniel Jones, the 2Z is Zane Dent, the 65 Michael Turner, and the 14 of Ryan Murray. Derek Grigsby in the middle of Joshua Martin and Stony Dubois up high. Grigsby coming out of turn 4. He's going to lead lap number 1. Joshua Martin right there in the 88M. Stony Dubois rides in third. Fourth is Daniel Jones, and fifth Michael Turner. Here comes Jones to the inside of Dubois. Derek Grigsby still your race leader. Joshua Martin in second. Daniel Jones in third. Grigsby making his factory stock season debut in the 12N machine. Has a couple of wins in the limited modified competition here at Boothill. Grigsby, Martin, and Jones, your top 3. Dubois, Turner, rounding out your top 5 with Dent and Murray rounding out the field. Here comes Joshua Martin to the inside of Derek Grigsby. He's got a great run down the back straightaway, and he'll take the lead into turn number 3. Joshua Martin, now your race leader. And they're going to go 3 wide for the race lead off of turn number 4. Stair-step formation as they cross underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. Daniel Jones down on the bottom of Derek Grigsby. The 88M of Joshua Martin separates himself by about a car length as they enter turn number 3. Daniel Jones working the low side of the Speedway. The 23 Sabine Speedway co-promoter with his brother Bubba. He'll be in the next heat race for the Granger Equipment Factory Stocks. Joshua Martin, Derek Grigsby, Daniel Jones, still your order. 2 laps to go. Daniel Jones coming out of turn number 2. He's got a good run on Grigsby, but can't pull even. Down on the bottom side of 3 and 4. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go, and we've got one off the pace and into the infield. That's the 2Z of Zane Dent. His heat race will come to a conclusion off a 2 and down a back straightaway. Checkered flag will come out this time for the 88M. Joshua Martin takes the win, but at the line, second place is going to be Derek Grigsby. Daniel Jones comes home third with a valiant effort. Michael Turner up into the 4th spot. Stony Dubois rounding out your top 5 with Ryan Murray rounding out your field. So your top 3 cars in third from Provençal, the 23 of Daniel Jones. Second place from Marshall, Texas, the 12N of Derek Grigsby. And taking the win from Colfax, Louisiana, the 88M of Joshua Martin. Here comes heat race number 3 for the Granger Equipment Factory stocks. On the pole from Shreveport, the W&W Timber Hitman Designs, WCH Racing Engines, Dominator Race Cars, number XXX of Sean Graham. To the outside from Minden, Louisiana, in the finish line detailing Pro 1 Transmission, CB Raceworks Wild Child Race Cars, number 7C of Chris Burrows. Your third starter is from Longview, Texas. He drives his Twin City Towing Harvey Toyota PTS Race Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number 81 of Ricky Ingalls. To the outside from Manny, Louisiana, the Jones Septic LCC Trucking Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number B21 of Bubba Jones. Your fifth starter is from Bossier City, Louisiana, the defending track champion, the Twin City Towing Herald's Transmissions PTS Race Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number 55M of Cody Myers. And to the outside from Marshall, Texas, the Rollo's Auto Sales Mobag Suspension Technology Rick Sisk Racing Engines Laser Race Cars, number 22 of Dustin Hennigan. Your final starter is from Blanchard, Louisiana, driving the Amsoil Buddy Lee Racing Mikey's One Stop Shop, number 10, Mikey Brunker. Lights are out. We're going 8 laps in distance. All cars advance to tonight's A feature. Your race winner will start on the inside of row number 2 for the feature race. Green flag in the air. Sean Graham with a good start. Chris Burrows will pace behind Ricky Ingalls and Bubba Jones side by side. Here comes Cody Myers to the inside of Jones. Myers will have the 4th spot as they roll down the back straightaway. Bubba still up on the high side. Should have the momentum there, but can't get the car turned just right. Sean Graham, Chris Burrows, Ricky Ingalls, Cody Myers, and Bubba Jones, your top 5 through lap number 1. Here comes Myers down to the inside of his teammate, the 81 of Ricky Ingalls. They're going to go wheel to wheel. Front wheel to back wheel into turn number 3. Myers looking to get by. And problems for Bubba Jones. He's off the pace and into the infield. Car looked like it wasn't turning properly. The 81 of Ricky Ingalls looked strong through 1 and 2 that time as he catches up with the 7C of Chris Burrows, trying to take the 2nd spot away. Sean Graham riding strong in the XXX. Here comes Ingalls to the inside of Burrows. Can't quite find the space down on the bottom side of the racetrack to get by. Halfway home, 4 laps down and 4 to go. And we got one spinning out of turn number 4. That's the 10 of Mikey Brunker. He's going to keep it rolling. We'll stay green. And here comes Cody Myers to the inside of his teammate yet again. Ingalls still has the momentum on the high side to get to the ABC Auto Parts flag stand in 3rd. That'll be 2 to go this time by for the XXX. White flag in the air. We got 1 lap to go. Sean Graham, your race leader. Chris Burrows, Ricky Ingalls, Cody Myers. Here comes Ingalls to the outside of Burrows. And he's going to take the 2nd spot away there in stair-step formation off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway on the final lap. Coming around to grab the checkered flag. Sean Graham steals the show. 2nd place will be Ricky Ingalls. 3rd, Chris Burrows. And in 4th, Cody Myers. Rounding out the top 5 will be Dustin Hennigan. And Mikey Brunker will round out the field. So your top 3 cars in that one. In 3rd from Minden, Louisiana, the 7C of Chris Burrows. 2nd place from Longview, Texas, the 81 of Ricky Ingalls. And taking the win from Shreveport, the XXX, Sean Graham. Here is the LED for Life Limited Modified Division. First heat race will line up like this. On the pole from Sibley, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the Williams Flooring and Construction, Blacks Metals, Myers Automotive, Wicked Race Cars number 47cc is Connor Williams. To the outside from from West Monroe, Louisiana, the Storm Services River City Nutrition, Best Engines Out IRP Race Cars number 36J of Austin Storm. Your third starter from Longview, Texas, the Twin City Towing RKT operating Shipley Motorsports Engines IRP Race Cars number 81 of Ricky Ingalls. Your fourth starter is from Ranger, Texas, in the 830 Elevated Wine Tours Ranger Gas Gathering ASI Racing Engines Express Race Cars number 2B is Bryce Beard. Your final row of starters to the inside from Mooringsport, the Outlaw Transmission, Outback Boat and Motor, New York Life Auto, Drosinger, Tri-State Battery Supply, number 00 of J.D. Ammons. And your final starter is from Stonewall, Louisiana. He drives the Blue Heron Septic, Downhill Meets Mullins Race Engines, IRP Chassis, number C12 of Chris Hall. Brief pause in the action to allow Ricky Ingalls to switch over from his factory stock into his limited modified, racing in back-to-back heat races. Shouldn't take too long to get Ricky back out here in the 81 limited modified. Lights are out. We're going green for heat race number 1 for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. Connor Williams, Austin Storm, Ricky Ingalls, your top 3. J.D. Ammons will stick his way into the 4th spot. Connor Williams, your race leader in the 47cc. Ricky Ingalls gaining ground on the 36J of Austin Storm. J.D. Ammons hard into the wall off of turn number 2. He's off the pace. He'll bring out the first caution of the night for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. LED for Life provides a wide variety of residential, commercial, and automotive LED products and is available to assist in any custom LED lighting project you have in mind. For more information on LED for Life, contact Donnie Spears directly at 318-208-8403 or stop by the store on Benton Road in Bossier City. Again, that number is 318-308-8403. 2 laps complete, 6 laps to go. Connor Williams, your race leader. Austin Storm choosing the inside. Ricky Ingalls in third. Fourth is Bryce Beard. And Chris Hall rounding out the field. Green flag in the air. Chris Hall got a good restart, as well as Ricky Ingalls. They both advance one position at the drop of the green flag. We're halfway home. 4 laps gone and 4 laps to go. Connor Williams, your race leader. Ricky Ingalls in second. Austin Storm third. Fourth is Chris Hall. And Bryce Beard rounding out the top 5. It'll be 2 laps to go for Connor Williams as Ricky Ingalls trying to close the gap. Williams and Ingalls, Storm and Hall, Beard at the back, white flag in the air. We got 1 lap to go. Down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to grab the checkered flag. He'll start on the pole of tonight's feature. Connor Williams wins heat race number 1. Oh my goodness. Ricky Ingalls has him at the line. The 4.7cc of Connor Williams off the pace out of turn number 4. And Ricky Ingalls will claim the win in the 81 car. Your top 3 cars in third. For West Monroe, Louisiana, the 36J of Austin Storm. Second place from Sibley, Louisiana, the 47cc of Connor Williams. And winning the heat race, starting on the pole of tonight's feature, the 81 from Longview, Texas, Ricky Ingalls. And here comes heat race number 2 for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. On the pole of this one from Vidor, Texas. He's driving the Wills ATV Tracy Denby Racing. Racing engines by CB Vato Chassis. Number 15 is Tracy Denby Jr. On the outside from Bloomberg, Texas. Behind the wheel at the Bayou Dirtworks DuPont Auto Service. Advanced Performance Engines IRP Race Cars. Number C65 Casey Mooney. Your third starter is from Greenwood, Louisiana, driving the Elite Auto. Number 08 is Tim Minister. And on his outside from Marshall, Texas, in the 5-star Builders, True Love Law Firm, PTS Race Engines, IRP Race Cars, number 69, Derek Grigsby. Your final row to the inside from Bridge City, Texas. He took the win last night at Sabine Speedway in dominating fashion. The first class septic all-in-one plumbing all-American race engines IRP by LN7. Number C7 star of Corey Neal Jr. And your final starter is from Atlanta, Texas, driving the Rockin' H Custom Crosses and Tumblers TJ's Vapor Shop Extreme Race Cars, number 8, Sammy Humphrey. Lights are out. We're going green. 8 laps in distance. All cars advance. And they'll shuffle through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Denby and Grigsby, your top 2. Here comes Corey Neal Jr. Out of turn number 4. He's got the 3rd spot. Casey Mooney looking good as well in the C65. He'll slide up 4 wheels above the cushion. They'll lose a little bit of ground there, but not any positions. Here comes Grigsby to the inside of Denby out of turn number 4. Denby has the race lead. Grigsby in second, Neal in third as he continues to reel in your top 2 cars. Neal has some good bite down on the bottom, a lot of grip. Side by side with the 69 of Derek Grigsby for second. Grigsby still has it, rolling out of 4. Denby, Grigsby, and Neal breaking out from the rest of the field. Casey Mooney in 4th. 5th place is Tim Minister with Sammy Humphrey in the last spot. We're halfway complete, 4 laps down and 4 to go. Humphrey and Minister with a great battle for not last as Humphrey pulls to the outside. The 8 of Humphrey will now get around the 08 of Minister. Corey Neal Jr. still going to the inside of Derek Grigsby, trying to track him down with 2 laps to go. He's running out of time. This race is to determine your outside pole starter for the feature race coming up later this evening for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. White flag coming out this time for the 15 of Denby. Denby rolls through the middle of 1 and 2. Grigsby down on the bottom side. Corey Neal Jr. trying the top to see if there's something there. Coming around into 3 and 4, out of 4 for the final time. Tracy Denby Jr. will win heat race number 2. Derek Grigsby comes home second. 3rd place will be Corey Neal Jr. 4th is Casey Mooney. And coming around to grab the 5th spot, that will be Sammy Humphrey in the 8 car. So your top 3 cars in that one. In 3rd from Bridge City, Texas, the C7 Star. That's Corey Neal Jr. 2nd place from Marshall, Texas, the 69 of Derek Grigsby. And it's an all Lone Star top 3. Taking the win from Vidor, Texas, the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. And here is your 3rd and final heat race for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. On the pole from Marksville, Louisiana, driving the Sugarland Garden Soil and Materials, River Runs Dirt Service, Petrie Race Engines, Express Race Cars, number K1, Stephen Guidry. On the outside from Ruston, Louisiana, driving the BRT Performance, Shelton Energy Solutions, PTS Race Engines, Western Flyer Race Cars, number K9, Mark Underwood Jr. The 79 is Tyler Parker from Frankston, Texas. The 61 is Trent Kenward from Maud, Texas. From Blanchard, the T5 is Tommy Tullis, and out of Fredericksburg, Texas is the 1B, Braden Beard. The K9 and the K1 wheel to wheel for the race lead. Same thing happened last night at Sabine Speedway. Great battle between those 2 guys for the heat race. Stephen Guidry will now pull away down the back straightaway with a car length and a half over Mark Underwood Jr. as they roll through 3 and 4. Tyler Parker in the 3rd spot, Tommy Tullis in 4th, 5th is Braden Beard, and Trent Kenwick rounding out your field at the moment. We'll be halfway home this time. 4 laps down and 4 to go. Guidry and Underwood breaking out from the rest of the field. Parker and Tullis close by there in 3rd and 4th, I should say. Braden Beard in 5th. 6th is Trent Kenward. And we got 2 laps to go. Stephen Guidry, still your race leader in the K1. The K9 of Mark Underwood Jr. in 2nd. The preferred running line is going toward the top of the speedway in this heat race as opposed to the bottom in the previous ones. White flags in the air. There's 1 lap to go, and in 3 and 4 for the final time, coming to grab the checkered flag, the K1 of Stephen Guidry takes the win. Mark Underwood Jr. will come home second. Third place will be Tyler Parker. Fourth is Tommy Tullis. Braden Beard rounding out the top 5. Your top 3 cars in that one. In third from Frankston, Texas, the 79 of Tyler Parker. Second place from Ruston, Louisiana, the K9 of Mark Underwood Jr. And taking the win from Marksville, Louisiana, the K1, Stephen Guidry. That will do it for the LED for Life Limited Modified Heat Race competition. And up next will be the front wheel drive 4 cylinders. On the pole of heat race number 1 from Texarkana, Arkansas, that's going to be the 22L of Lance Salter. And to the outside from Bevins, Texas, driving the JT's Trucking, number 2 is TJ Tollison. Your third starter from Benton, Louisiana, the Fast Fix Dent Repair Cajun Craze Adams Auto Body Easy One Racing Engines, number 46 of Jackson Gallagher. And on the outside from Shreveport, the Outlaw Transmission Golf Cart Palace Edward Wright's Parts Peddling DuPont Auto Service, number 06 of Jack DuPont. From Bossier City, driving the Twin City Towing Paul Lopez Flooring, number 4A is Austin Warner. And from Vivian, Louisiana, the Hitman Designs, number 21 of Amanda Cook. Green flag waving. We are heat racing for the front wheel drive 4 cylinders. Jack DuPont, your race leader in the 06. Jackson Gallagher in the 46 in the second spot. Austin Warner rides in third. Caution flag coming out. There's some fire underneath the hood of the 21 car. Amanda Cook looks like she's climbing out. She's okay. 2 laps are complete and 4 laps remain here at heat race number 1 for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Jack DuPont, your race leader. Jackson Gallagher in second. He'll choose the inside for the Texas-style restart. Austin Warner in third. Fourth is Lance Salter. And TJ Tollison rounding out your field at the moment. Lights are out. We're going green out of turn number 4. Jack DuPont, still your race leader in the 06. Jackson Gallagher pacing behind in the second spot. Lance Salter in the 22L trying to track down the 4A of Austin Warner and make it a battle for third. And there's 2 laps to go for the 06 of DuPont. Gallagher may be closing the gap here as the laps wind down. Gallagher now challenging for the race lead. White flag in the air. He's got 1 lap to work with. DuPont will lead him down into 1 and 2. Gallagher on the bottom side of the speedway trying to find some momentum. Coming out of turn number 2. Jack DuPont slips up just a little bit. That may allow the 46 to close. Here they go through 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming around to grab the checkered flag. Jack DuPont will hang on. Jackson Gallagher will come home second. Third place will be Austin Warner. Fourth is Lance Salter. And rounding out the field will be TJ Tollison. So your top 3 cars, third place from Bossier City, Louisiana, the 4A of Austin Warner. Second place from Benton, Louisiana, the 46 of Jackson Gallagher. And taking the win from Shreveport, the 06, Jack DuPont. Your second and final heat race for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders will line up in this way. On the pole from Bevins, Texas, driving the JT's Trucking Hitman Designs number 76M, that's Austin Marshall. On the outside, from Blanchard, Louisiana, in the Amsoil DuPont Auto Service TJ's Trucking number 25. He brought home his first win last night at Sabine Speedway. It's Hunter Armstrong. Your third starter is from Houghton, Louisiana, in the XL Tax Services Wrights Towing Service, James Martin Building, DuPont Auto Service number 05 of Luke DuPont. And to the outside from New Boston, Texas, driving the Hunt and Jay's Lawn Care, Riggett Racing, AW Management, Sling Blades, Axe Throwing Company number 72K of Kayla Strom. Eddie Brewer is in the 10 car from Atlanta, Texas. And we are racing for heat race number 2 for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Hunter Armstrong out front early. The 05 of Luke DuPont in the second spot. Third is Austin Marshall. Fourth, Eddie Brewer and Kayla Strom rounding out the top 5. Halfway home, 3 laps down and 3 laps to go. Hunter Armstrong, your race leader. Luke DuPont in second. Austin Marshall, Eddie Brewer, and Kayla Strom rounding out your top 5. White flag, 2 to go this time. Here comes the white flag for the 25 of Hunter Armstrong. 1 lap to go. Down the backstretch and into 3 and 4 for the final time. He won his first feature race last night at Sabine. He's going to start on the outside pole tonight. The 25 of Hunter Armstrong takes the win. Luke DuPont will come home second. Battle for third through 3 and 4. They come to the ABC Auto Parts finish line. And Austin Marshall will have third. Fourth is Eddie Brewer. And in fifth, Kayla Strom. So your top 3 cars in that one in third. In third from Bevins, Texas, is the 76M of Austin Marshall. Second place from Houghton, Louisiana, the 05 of Luke DuPont. And taking the win from Blanchard, the 25 of Hunter Armstrong. Up next will be your first of 2 Pro Mod Heat races. On the pole from Doddridge, Arkansas, driving the T8, that's Bubba Thomas. On the outside from Shreveport, Louisiana, driving the Greg Tilley's Mobile Homes, Johnny's Pizza House, Humphrey Racing, Larry Shaw Racing Chassis, number 54T of Heath Thompson. To the inside of row number 2 from Vivian, Louisiana, driving the J&J Well Service, Backwoods Barbecue, Pine Island Dirt and Rock, Smiley's Racing Chassis, number 87, Julie Ann Whitney. Your fourth starter is from Keithville, Louisiana, driving the 27L, that's Michael Easley. And starting fifth from Vivian in the Sinla RV Center, Jay's Lawn Care Hobby Shop Race Engines, Larry Shaw Chassis, number 16 of Jason Beasley. And to the outside from DeBerry, Texas, behind the wheel of the David Hood Construction, Twin City Towing, Ray Ingalls Racing, IRP Race Cars, Lazy 8, Chase Hatton. Your final row of starters to the inside from Houghton, Louisiana, driving the Everything Artsy Events, ABC Auto Parts, X15 Racing Engines, Larry Shaw Race Cars, number 515 of Trent Humphrey. And to the outside from Mooringsport in the Arclatex Sheet Metal, Arclatex Oil Tools, Cook's Carpet Cleaning and Flooring, Larry Shaw Chassis, number 43J of B.J. Cook. Bubba Thomas, Heath Thompson will get us going in Pro Mod Heat Race number 1. Green flag in the air. Cars bunching up toward the back of the pack, 3 wide for not last as Chase Hatton off the pace down the back straightaway. Trent Humphrey rolling around the inside of Julianne Whitney and Bubba Thomas. He'll be in the 3rd spot as Michael Easley is your race leader in the 27L and Heath Thompson in 2nd. Trent Humphrey in 3rd. 4th is Julianne Whitney, and in 5th is B.J. Cook. Jason Beasley and Bubba Thomas rounding out the field at the moment. B.J. Cook now gets around the inside of Julianne Whitney for 4th. Michael Easley looking strong out front in the 27L. We're halfway home, 4 laps down and 4 laps yet to be had. The 16 of Jason Beasley off the Speedway now into the infield. Problems persist for a couple of Pro Mod drivers. Here comes Humphrey to the inside of Heath Thompson. A pair of Humphrey racing cars right there. Battle for the second spot. Thompson has it comfortably at the moment. Trent Humphrey's been on a tear all around the Arklatex. He's won 3 races in a row between Boothill and Arklatex. White flag out this time for the 27L of Michael Easley. Heath Thompson and Trent Humphrey, the best battle on the racetrack for second. And lap traffic may be a factor in that battle. Heath Thompson goes to the inside. Trent going to try to squeeze in between Thompson and the slower car of Thomas. Checker flag waving. Michael Easley wins heat race number 1. Heath Thompson will come home second, third. Trent Humphrey fourth is B.J. Cook. And rounding out the top 5 will be Julie Ann Whitney. So your top 3 finishers: in third from Houghton, Louisiana, the 515 of Trent Humphrey. Second place from Shreveport, the 54T of Heath Thompson. And taking the win from Keithville, the 27L of Michael Easley. Heat race number 2 for the Pro Mods will line up in this way. On the pole from Carthage, Texas, driving the Carthage Mechanical Solutions Toomey Trucking GRT race cars, number 84, that's Dakota Tutt. On the outside from Keithville, Louisiana, the G-Store Bears, bodies by Easley Dirtworks chassis number G27 is Glenn Lindsay. Your third starter is from Gillum, Louisiana, driving the Jay's Lawn Care Stevens Services Hobby Shop Race Engines Larry Shaw chassis number 2 of Jeff Rice. And to the outside from Elysian Fields, Texas, in the Marshall Lubinato LBK Luxury Pools Superior Graphics number 98 of John Locke. Your fifth starter hails from Shreveport, Louisiana, in the Arklatex Sheet Metal McDonald's Superior Graphics Cam chassis number 27 of Mike Washburn. And on the outside from DeBerry, Texas, driving the Larry Shaw race cars number 38 of Chance Hatton. Your final row is going to be William Brooks in the B99 and Milton Braun on the outside in the 99. Green flag waving, and we got one turnaround right at the start. Contact made between several race cars there. And that one's going to be a no start. Caution flag waving. Lights are out. No laps complete. Jeff Rice and Glenn Lindsay will get us going. Glenn Lindsay around the outside of Jeff Rice for the race lead. Defending track champion Mike Washburn in the third spot as he battles with William Brooks for third. He's got the position out of turn number 4. Trying to track down the 2 of Jeff Rice, the 38 of Chance Hatton into the infield. Here comes Mike Washburn. He gets by the 2 for second. He'll set his sights on Glenn Lindsay. A great battle here. 4 cars all right there in striking distance for the race lead. Glenn Lindsay, Mike Washburn, William Brooks, and Jeff Rice. Halfway home, 4 laps down and 4 to go as Mike Washburn now pulls even with Glenn Lindsay for the race lead. He's going to slide up in front and take the race lead away. Mike Washburn, your new race leader in the 27. Glenn Lindsay, William Brooks, and Jeff Rice all right there battling for second. Brooks on the bottom. Trying to get around Glenn Lindsay for second. 2 laps to go this time for Washburn. Great battle. William Brooks to the inside. Going to try to slide up in front of Glenn Lindsay. And now Lindsay looks to have a problem. He'll lose both spots there. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Washburn. Brooks in second, third is Rice, fourth is Lindsay. Off of turn number 2 and down into 3 and 4 for the final time. He'll start on the outside pole. Winning Pro Mod Heat Race number 2, Mike Washburn. William Brooks will come home second, third will be Jeff Rice, and Glenn Lindsay will finish in fourth. So your top 3 cars in third from Gillum, the 2 of Jeff Rice. Second place from Carthage, Texas, the B99 of William Brooks. And taking the win from Shreveport, the 27 of Mike Washburn. And here is your Fraser Accounting Crate Racing USA Heat Race. On the pole from Keithville, Louisiana, driving the Cover 6 Outdoors, Dennis Berry Tile and Flooring, Tim Bates Painting 28 Special Chassis, the 24 of Garen Lindsay. On the outside from Coshada, Louisiana, in the D&G Goods and Services, Cane River Customs, Bumper to Bumper Auto Parts, PPM Chassis, the 76B of Ethan Bryant. From Bossier City, the 81 is Randy Warner. From Bossier as well, the 57A is Austin DuPont. From Shreveport, the 15 is Clayton Stuckey. From Bossier City, the 21 is David Winslet. For Mooringsport is the 2 of Tim Eves Jr. and the 91 of Mark Erb out of Midway, Texas. Garen Lindsay off to a hot start here in the 24 machine. He'll pull away. Ethan Bryant in the second spot. Randy Warner in third. They will cross the stripe that way underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. Here comes Austin DuPont to the outside of Warner. It's a 4-car battle, 3 wide there for fourth. Not much room between these guys as they battle for every position on the racetrack in the early going in heat race number 1 for the Fraser Accounting Crate Racing USA late models. David Winslet now pulls to the outside of Clayton Stuckey. He's the only driver in attendance here tonight that has won at the Hill this season in the Fraser Accounting Crate Racing USA late model division. Still a 4-car battle. Winslet will lose some ground there at the exit of 2 and down the back stretch. Ethan Bryant still in second. Randy Warner still in third. Austin DuPont, David Winslet, Clayton Stuckey, Mark Erb, and Tim Eves Jr. But Garen Lindsay is gone in the 24 car. David Winslet makes it stair-step formation off of turn number 4 for the 4th spot. Austin DuPont was in 5th that time, and we got one turnaround and contact there, collecting 3 cars as the 2 of Tim Eves Jr. up in smoke. So we may very well have lost half of our field right there on that lap. Caution flag waving. Lights are out. We're going green this time. Garen Lindsay still your race leader. David Winslet in second. Green flag. Winslet and DuPont able to sneak by the 76B of Bryant. And we got 2 laps to go this time for Lindsay. White flag will come out this time. 1 lap to go. Lindsay will lead them into 1 and 2, down on the bottom side of the speedway, off at 2 and down the back stretch into 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to grab the checkered flag, Garen Lindsay wins the heat race. David Winslet, second place. Third place, Austin DuPont. And Ethan Bryant will round out the field. So your top 3 cars in third from Bossier City, the 57A of Austin DuPont. In second from Bossier City, the 21 of David Winslet. And taking the win from Keithville, Louisiana, the 24 of Garen Lindsay. And here is your Sportster heat race. On the pole from Kilgore, Texas, driving the Hitman Designs, Michael White, trucking number 85. From Kilgore, Texas, the 86 is Michael Freeman on the pole. On the outside from Longview, Texas, the 49 is Chad Porter. To the inside of row number 2 from Shreveport, the Hitman Designs, Jeff's Racing Products, J&J Motorsports, Cajun Strong, number XXX of Brittany Graham. And your 4th starter is from Kilgore, Texas, driving the Hitman Designs, Michael White, trucking number 85 of Chris White. Your final starter from Stonewall, the Camus Electric Bogus Racing Summer Grove Auto Care, number 194 of John McCune. We're going to go 6 laps in distance. All cars advance to tonight's A feature. It's a brand new class here at the Hill called the Sportsters. Supposed to be very economical. You could build a race car for about $3,500 to compete in this class. Designed for those who don't have a whole lot of extra money to spend but want to get out on the racetrack. Any vehicle that is a minimum of 108-inch wheelbase is legal for this class. A couple of racing parts available for it, but mostly stock. If you're interested, give Steve Bogus a call. He's our tech man here at Boothill. Green flag in the air. We are racing for the Sportsters. Chad Porter will lead the field down into turn number 1. Chris White in the second spot. Michael Freeman in third. Brittany Graham now makes a pass for third in the XXX truck. Chris White looking to the outside of Chad Porter. Now to the inside and some contact made there. The 49 of Porter will spin. Caution flag comes out. Caution flag will come out. The 85 of Chris White made some contact there with the 49 of Chad Porter, which brought him around, bringing out the first caution of the heat race. Lights are out. Chris White, your race leader in the 85. 1 lap down and 5 to go. Green flag waving. Chris White, still your race leader in the 85. He pulls ahead of Brittany Graham down the back straightaway. The 86 of Michael Freeman in third, with John McCune rounding out the field in the 194. Brittany Graham looking to the inside of Chris White. Halfway home, 3 laps down and 3 to go. White on the top, Graham on the bottom. They're side by side for the race lead as they roll into 1 and 2. Out of 2, White has the momentum. Here comes Graham to the inside. Side by side, wheel to wheel into 3 and 4. 2 to go this time. Brittany Graham has the spot. Graham, your new race leader, with Chris White around the outside in the 85. John McCune making a pass for third over Michael Freeman. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Brittany Graham leads the field through 1 and 2. Out of 2 and down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, coming around to grab the checkered flag. Brittany Graham wins heat race number 1 for the Sportsters. Chris White comes home second. Third place will be John McCune. Fourth is Michael Freeman. So your top 3 cars in third from Stonewall, Louisiana, the 194 of John McCune. Second place from Kilgore, Texas, the 85 of Chris White. And taking the win from Shreveport, the Triple X of Brittany Graham. Folks, we will now take a brief intermission before starting our feature races coming up later tonight. Make sure you check out the concession stand, get you something hot to eat or cold to drink, and we'll be started here in just a few moments. On behalf of Boothill Speedway, we'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Miss Emily Hood, 16 years old yesterday. Thank you for joining your birthday weekend here at the Hill with us. All right, kids, we got a couple of Easter basket giveaways, and I'm going to do just a couple of questions, real easy, simple stuff mostly. Do I have a little boy who can tell me who drives the 24 late model? Now, don't come running all at once. Just raise your hand if you know the answer, and I'll see if I can get you. Do we know it? Who drives the 24 late model?
Garrett Lindsay.
All right, go down and get your prize. All right, do I have a boy who's 8 years old? Anybody 8 years old? You in the peach. Come on down here. How about a little girl, 8 years old? Anybody? An 8-year-old girl? I see someone running in pink. Are you 8? You right there in the pink. Are you 8? I guess so. She just keeps running. That's good. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? Can anybody tell me who won the Super Bowl last year?
Team with the most points.
Do you know who won the Super Bowl? No? You don't know? To tell you the truth, I don't know who won the Super Bowl. I think my brother would know, so. Colin, who won the Super Bowl? Who won the Super Bowl? The Rams? Is that right? All right, come down here and get your prize. All right, I guess we're going to stay with the football theme because we got another football. Who's the best college football team in Louisiana? LSU, come get your prize. That's not hard. Tech's not even good. Since when has Alabama been in Louisiana? All right, then. How about any 6-year-old girls? Do we have a 6-year-old girl? Are you 6? Come get you a prize. What about a 6-year-old boy? You're not 6. You're too old for that. There we go. There it is. All right. We're just doing random stuff tonight. Who can tell me who drives the 69 Limited Modified? Anybody down here can tell me who drives the 69 Limited Modified? Preferably one who doesn't already have a prize. We just want to give one prize per kid. All right, you over here. Let's see, who's this? Who drives the 69 Limited Modified?
Say Crispy. Say Derek Crispy. Come on.
That's okay, just go get a prize. Go on. You know, who is it?
Derek.
All right, go get you a prize. Good deal. All right, let's see, what else? Somebody have any suggestions for questions? Because I'm running out. We're going to try not to take too long with this. Who drives the 57 late model? You in the red. Austin. DuPont, there we go. Go get your prize. Good deal. All right. All right, all right, all right. Who can tell me when our next race is here at Boothill? When's our next race at Boothill? Somebody chasing me? You don't count. When's our next race?
Saturday.
Are you going to be here?
Yeah.
All right, go get you a prize. You in the black here. You don't have a prize yet, do you? Who's on your shirt?
Morgan Bagley.
There you go. Go get you a prize. That's good. Does anybody know who won the factory stock race at Bristol a couple weeks ago? Right there. Do you know? You look young to know the answer to that question. Ingalls? All right. You can get you a prize. That's good. Ricky Ingalls. He's in the house tonight, by the way. You got a question? Is it a clean question? Okay.
The black number 6 in factory stock.
Who drives? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough. Who drives the black number 6 factory stock? Do you know?
Stephen Harris. Harrison.
You're in Jerry. Okay, go get you a prize. All right, who is the only NBA team in Louisiana? Does anybody know? She doesn't look like she wants to know that answer. How many do we have left, Colin? We got about 12 left. We're going to try to make this fast. Do I have a 10-year-old boy? You're 10? You already got a prize, though. We got a 10-year-old boy? How about 2 10-year-old boys? If you're a 10-year-old boy, come down here. You got 1? Okay. Huh? We got a birthday girl. How old are you?
12.
What's your name?
Cambry.
All right. Just for that and because you're adorable, go get a prize. Miss Jill, do you want a prize? You can get a prize if you want one.
No bubbles?
Okay. All right. That's good.
You can clean the car with it.
Hey, you two down here in the orange shirt and the gray shirt. Y'all come get a prize. Just because I feel like being nice today, and I got some Easter baskets to give away. Go get you a prize. Who's the youngest Rays fan here? How old? 2. How old? 6. Woo. They got you. But y'all can both have a prize anyway. Go on. Go get you one. All right. Who can tell me what day it is? It's Saturday. You got it. You got it. You already got one? Okay. All right. What about the date, though? Like, what day? Like, right? I can't see you. You in the blue. Come on. What day is it? All right. Come get a prize. Good deal. Good deal. Who knows my name? Does anybody know my name, my first and last name? You could take a guess? I think I'm already offended.
Tyler Dickerson.
That's not very close at all. Uh-oh, we got one. He looks confident.
Josh Bound.
Josh, what?
Bound?
Bound?
I don't know.
You misheard something. It's Joshua Bell, but you can get a prize anyway. It's fine. I guess I'm Josh Bound now. That's all right. All right, I think we've only got girl prizes left. What's that? You're from Boston? They're from Boston. All right. What brought you to Boothill Speedway? Just come take a prize. I mean, I don't even care. Like, wow. Long haul award right there. For sure. I've never been to Boston. Is it even worth going? What you got? Nothing. Do you want a prize? You can take a prize. Go get you one. Hey, look at that one in the plastic bag, like the white plastic bag. That one might be a little more age appropriate for you, I think. I don't know for sure. All right, how about a little girl who's 5? We got a little girl who's 5 years old that doesn't have a prize yet. I see a hand over there. Do we have one? An 11-year-old? That's okay. These are little girl prizes, so we're... All right, 5, 4. We got anyone who's 4? A little girl who's 4. You already got a prize. Okay, how about a little girl who doesn't have a prize? Down here. Any little girl who doesn't have a prize? Miss Jill, who you pointing at? There's 2 of them. Go get the prizes. We got 2 more. 2 girls right here. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And if you did not get a prize, we apologize. We've run out. But we have bubbles. We have plenty of bubbles. If you didn't get any bubbles yet, make sure to go get you a bubble. And you know what? You don't even have to be a little kid to get the bubble. If you want a bubble and you're 56 years old, that's fine by me. Just go get some bubbles. We're about to go racing here in just a moment.
Factory stocks, I need you headed to the staging area. This is your 5-minute call. Factory stock feature, I need you to the staging area. Factory stocks, guys. I need to see you rolling through the pits. Time for your feature event. Factory stocks to the racetrack.
On behalf of Boothill Speedway and all of these very happy kids, thank you so much to everybody who donated the Easter baskets and the bubbles. How about a round of applause for those individuals? Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're into kids having lots of fun at the dirt track, don't forget to join us next Saturday night. We'll have Fan Appreciation Night. During intermission, all the cars will go out onto the speedway, and all the fans, all the kids can go out there, collect some candy and hero cards, get autographs. The drivers will kiss babies if you want them to, I'm sure. It'll be loads of fun, so make sure you come out next Saturday night to Fan Appreciation Night. All right, folks, it's now time for the first feature of the night. This will be your feature for the Granger Equipment Factory stocks, and your lineup will look like this. On the pole from Eagletown, Oklahoma, driving the 51D is Daniel Lamphere. On the outside pole from Colfax, Louisiana, driving the J&M Sandblasting Bodies by 88M Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars, number 88M, Joshua Martin. To the inside of row number 2 from Shreveport in the W&W Timber Hitman Designs WCH Racing Engines Dominator Race Cars number XXX, it's Trouble Sean Graham. And to the outside from Shreveport in the Bricks Towing JCR Components All for Doggies PTS Racing Engines number 6 of Stephen Harris. Your fifth starter hails from Marshall, Texas. He's driving the Nelson Motorsports Wascom Recycling Cypress Customs Laser Race Cars number 12N of Derek Grigsby. And to the outside from Longview, Texas, behind the wheel of the Twin City Towing Harvey Toyota PTS Race Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 81 of Ricky Ingalls. Your seventh starter is from Mineral Springs, Arkansas, driving the Team Smallwood Remax Club 20 Suspension Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 20 of Neil Kemp. And to the outside from Provençal, Louisiana, in the Delta Consulting LCC Trucking Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 23 of Daniel Jones. Your ninth starter is from Minden, Louisiana, piloting the Finish Line Detailing Pro 1 Transmission CB Raceworks Wild Child Race Cars number 7C, Chris Burrows. And starting in the final spot of the top 10 from Nashville, Arkansas, in the 69X is Brandon Puryear. Your 11th starter is from Minden, Louisiana. He pilots the Automotive Solutions CB Raceworks Chad's Auto and Exhaust Outlaw Race Cars number 65 of Michael Turner. And to his outside, the defending track champion from Bossier City, Louisiana, the Twin City Towing Herald's Transmissions PTS Race Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 55M of Cody Myers. To the inside of row number 7 from Houghton, Louisiana, driving the Mac Tools A-Mark Metals Mills Motors Crudoff Race Cars number D27 is Devin Crudoff. And to the outside from Robeline, Louisiana, the Scotty Shade Tree Performance Myers Automotive CB Race Engines Outlaw Race Cars number 1 of Stony DuBois. From Marshall, Texas, behind the wheel of the Rollo's Auto Sales Mobag Suspension Technology Rick Sisk Racing Engines Laser Race Cars number 22 is Dustin Hennigan. And to the outside from Carthage, Texas, behind the wheel of the Action Towing JEK Auto Parts Phantom Chassis number 14 is Ryan Murray. From Blanchard, in the Amsoil Buddy Lee Racing Mikey's One Stop Shop number 10 is Mikey Brunker. And to the outside from Dry Prong, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the Bodies by CJ Hunter and Beck Attorneys, Rodney Howell Racing Engines, Osborne Race Cars, number 234 of CJ Howell. From Longview, Texas, driving the F&F Transmission CMAR Custom Cabinets, Hitman Designs 3D Motorsports, number 2Z is Zane Dent. And to the outside from Manny, Louisiana, in the Jones Septic LCC Trucking Best Engines Outlaw Race Cars number B21 of Bubba Jones. Your final row to the inside from Vivian, Louisiana. Aboard the Deer Springs Enterprise 10-man recycling Dave's Racing Engines number 9C is Cole Cook. And your final starter from Lake Charles, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the Incredible Edibles Snowballs Club 20 Suspension Dautrells Plumbing F1 Racing Engines number 5M of Michael Harlow. 22 cars, 20 laps in distance for the Granger Equipment Factory stocks. Lights are out, we're going green this time. Daniel Lamphere, Joshua Martin, Sean Graham, Stephen Harris, Derek Grigsby, Ricky Ingalls, Neil Kemp, Daniel Jones, Chris Burrows, and Brandon Puryear is your top 10. Lights are dark. We're going green out of turn number 4. Lamphere and Martin will bring us to the green flag, and we are feature racing at the hill. Joshua Martin pulls around the outside of Lamphere for the race lead. He'll lead the field down the back straightaway and into turn number 3. Sean Graham in the 3rd spot. Ricky Ingalls in 4th. 5th is Stephen Harris. Here comes Sean Graham to the inside of Lamphere for 2nd. And he'll have the spot out of turn number 2. Ricky Ingalls is coming with Sean Graham. Looking for the 3rd spot out of turn number 4. He's got it. Joshua Martin, Sean Graham, and Ricky Ingalls, your top 3. Daniel Lamphere and Stephen Harris rounding out the top 5. Derek Grigsby, Neil Kemp, Chris Burrows, Daniel Jones, and Cody Myers rounding out the top 10. Bubba Jones making his way through the field. He's in the 11th spot after starting in 20th just a few laps ago. Problems for the 10 of Mikey Brunker. He's off the pace and into the infield. He'll call it a night in the 10 car. Sean Graham looks to be closing in on Joshua Martin, your race leader, as Daniel Lamphere able to get back around Ricky Ingalls for 3rd. Joshua Martin, Sean Graham, Daniel Lamphere, Ricky Ingalls, and Stephen Harris, your top 5. Derek Grigsby, Neil Kemp, Daniel Jones, Bubba Jones, and Cody Myers rounding out the top 10. Chris Burrows, Brandon Puryear, Stoney Dubois, Michael Turner, Michael Harlow, Devin Krudoff, Zane Dent, Dustin Hennigan, Cole Cook, and Ryan Murray rounding out your field. You got 3 cars battling for a spot near the 10th position. Bubba Jones, Daniel Jones, and Cody Myers went 3 wide for just a little while down the back straightaway. And problems for the 14 of Ryan Murray. He's off the pace and off of the Speedway, exiting in turn number 1. Here comes Ricky Ingalls to the inside of Daniel Lamphere for 3rd, trying to gain back the spot that he won at the early going of this race, and then was relegated back to 4th again. Joshua Martin, Sean Graham, Daniel Lamphere, Ricky Ingalls, and Stephen Harris still your top 5. Derek Grigsby, Neil Kemp, Daniel Jones, Cody Myers, and Bubba Jones rounding out the top 10. Neil Kemp's got a run on Derek Grigsby, and Ricky Ingalls has one on Daniel Lamphere as well. We are halfway home. Cross flags in the air. 10 laps complete and 10 laps remaining. Joshua Martin still leading in the 88M. Still good battles there for about 7th through 10th. Derek Grigsby, Daniel Jones, and Cody Myers with a 3-car battle. Neil Kemp now cracking into the top 5, getting around the outside of Stephen Harris. Moved Neil Kemp into 5th, and he's going to try to close in on the 51D of Daniel Lamphere. Lap traffic may become a factor if we stay green. Sean Graham slides up a little bit too high there. Ricky Ingalls looks down toward the bottom. And Daniel Jones and Derek Grigsby both off the pace. 2 top 10 running cars into the infield now. Your top 3 still battling. Joshua Martin has about a half car length advantage over Sean Graham as they roll into turn number 3. Ricky Ingalls in 3rd, not far behind Graham as well. And we got a handful to go. 5 laps left, and lap traffic looks like it will be a factor. The slower car of Cole Cook being approached by Joshua Martin, your race leader. Sean Graham still trying to work the bottom to get around him. And Ricky Ingalls in 3rd. Cole Cook will go to the bottom side of the racetrack, out of harm's way. Joshua Martin gets around him with no problem. Sean Graham has to hold up just a little bit to allow Joshua Martin to gain about 2 car lengths of an advantage over Graham. And the D27 of Devin Krudoff loops it in 1 and 2. Race leader's right behind him as he does so. And the caution flag's going to have to wave. We'll have a caution flag with just a few laps left in this feature for the Granger Equipment Factory Stocks. Granger Equipment strives to provide quality machines at a competitive price. We not only inventory equipment, but also stock a large inventory of parts and supplies to keep our customers' forestry and construction jobs running smoothly and efficiently. Give Garrett Granger a call at 318-255-5074. That's 318-255-5074. I'd like to thank Granger Equipment for being the title sponsor of the factory stocks here for the Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series. "17 laps down and 3 laps to go. Joshua Martin, your race leader. Sean Graham choosing the inside lane. He is in second. Third place is Ricky Ingalls. Neil Kemp in fourth. Fifth, is Daniel Lamphere in the 51D. Lights are out. We're going green. 3 laps to go. Sean Graham with a good restart there. Almost able to clear Ricky Ingalls as they enter turn number 1. Trying to pull even with Joshua Martin. Ingalls has a good run down the back straightaway, though. They're wheel to wheel for second, I should say. 2 laps to go this time, and here comes Ingalls around the outside. Sean Graham back to the inside. Neil Kemp in fourth. Ricky Ingalls in second. He's got a good run down the back straightaway. He's up on the high side. And we got a couple cars crashing as they enter turn number 3. White flag is in the air, but it will soon be replaced with a yellow one. Caution flag is out. Lights are out. We're going green this time. It'll be a green-white checkered single file for the restart. Joshua Martin, Ricky Ingles, Sean Graham, Neil Kemp, Bubba Jones, Daniel Lamphere, Brandon Puryear, Chris Burrows, Stoney DuBois, Michael Harlow, Dustin Hennigan, and Devin Krudoff. Green flag waving. Sean Graham peeking to the inside of Ricky Ingles, but can't make the pass there. Joshua Martin has a car length advantage as they roll into turn number 3. White flag in the air this time. Martin leads the field into turn number 1 on the final circuit. Ricky Ingles will pace behind in 1 and 2. We'll have to make something happen fast here in 3 and 4. Martin with a car length advantage into 3 and 4. Coming out of turn number 4, Joshua Martin will take the win. Ricky Ingles second, third is Sean Graham, fourth Neil Kemp, and rounding out the top 5 is Bubba Jones. Make some noise for your feature winner in the Granger Equipment Factory Stocks, Joshua Martin. You tired, man?
Nah, man, I've been trying to win one here forever because this is the best of the best cars get is at this place, and this right here is for real and means a lot.
Absolutely, man. I was going to say, you had a good run and, a lot of fast cars behind you, but you were just too smooth around the middle for him tonight.
Well, that pays off to Bubba Jones' main Speedway because I've probably made 40 laps every Saturday morning after I race there on Fridays working on this damn thing. The springs today I borrowed from Neil, J&M Sandblasting, Jones Heptic, Parker Lee Project, Superior Graphics, FTS Supply, Team 15 Bird, Chase Breezy, Best Engines, Parker Chairs, Outlaw Race Cars, Club 20 Suspension, Henry's Auto Salvage, every freaking body that helps me on this thing from week in and week out. I'm really regretting making my old lady go home with my girls now to get ready for Easter tomorrow, being that we got it done tonight.
Yeah, man, well, I can't think of a better-looking car with the pastel colors to win here on Easter weekend in front of all these great fans, all these great kids here enjoying Easter weekend here at the Hill. It's got to feel pretty good, and soak it all in, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Thank all the fans for coming. It's always, it's for real winning at this place, man.
All right, make some noise for him one more time. Joshua Martin, your winner in the Granger Equipment Factory Stocks. Your next race will be the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. On the pole of this one from Longview, Texas, in the Twin City Towing RKT operating Shipley Motorsports Engines IRP race cars, number 81 of Ricky Ingalls. To the outside from Vidor, Texas, behind the wheel of the Wills ATV Tracy Denby Racing Engines by CB Vato chassis, number 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. Your third starter is from Marksville, Louisiana, driving the Sugarland Garden Soil and Materials River Runs Dirt Service Petrie Race Engines Express Race Cars, number K1, Stephen Guidry. And to the outside from Sibley, Louisiana, behind the wheel of the Williams Flooring and Construction Blacks Metals Myers Automotive Wicked Race Cars, number 47CC, is Connor Williams. Your fifth starter hails from Marshall, Texas, piloting the 5-star builders True Love Law Firm PTS Race Engines IRP Race Cars, number 69, the Marshall Missile Derek Grigsby. And on the outside from Ruston, Louisiana, in the BRT Performance Shelton Energy Solutions PTS Race Engines Western Flyer Race Cars, number K9 of Mark Underwood Jr. Starting 7th from West Monroe, Louisiana, aboard the Storm Services River City Nutrition Best Engines IRP Race Cars, number 36J is Austin Storm. And to the outside from Bridge City, Texas, he won at Sabine Speedway last night, the first class septic all-in-one plumbing All-American Race Engines IRP by LN7, number C7 star of Corey Neal Jr. Tyler Parker, Chris Hall, Casey Mooney, Tommy Tullis, Bryce Beard, Sammy Humphrey, Braden Beard, J.D. Ammons, Tim Minister, and Trent Kinward is your field. Green flag. 3 wide for the race lead down the back straightaway. They'll move into stair-step formation with Tracy Denby on the outside. He'll take the lead out of turn number 4 and lead lap number 1. Tracy Denby Jr., Stephen Guidry, Ricky Ingalls, Derek Grigsby, and Connor Williams, your top 5. Mark Underwood Jr., Austin Storm, Tommy Tullis, Tyler Parker, and Chris Hall rounding out the top 10. Your top 6 cars all battling close for every position on the racetrack. As Denby sails the high side, he's your race leader in the 15. Denby, Guidry, Grigsby, Ingalls, and Williams, your top 5. Ricky Ingalls has a good run on Derek Grigsby as they roll into turn number 3, but he'll lose some ground there through 3 and 4. Grigsby still strong in the 3rd spot. Here comes Stephen Guidry battling for the race lead with Tracy Denby Jr. Guidry on the bottom, Denby on the high side of the speedway. They roll down the back stretch and into turn number 3. Denby now on the bottom in 3 and 4 after sailing to the high side in 1 and 2. The 08 of Tim Minister will go 1 lap down behind the 15 of Tracy Denby Jr., your race leader. Guidry and Grigsby, Ingalls and Underwood, now your top 5 cars. Tracy Denby Jr. sails high in turn number 2. Will not allow the K1 of Stephen Guidry by just yet, but here comes Guidry out of turn number 4, trying to make it work on the bottom hub of the racetrack. Lap traffic is a factor in a battle for the 6th spot. Austin Storm now able to clear the slower car of Tim Minister. And Connor Williams will be put to the 7th spot. Lap traffic will become a factor for the race lead here in just a moment. The 15 of Tracy Denby Jr. will slide in front of Sammy Humphrey. And we've got some chaos through the middle of the field. Denby, Guidry, and Grigsby still your top 3. We're halfway home, 10 laps down and 10 to go. Mark Underwood Jr. looking very strong on the bottom. He's moving through cars up to the 4th spot. And he's challenging Derek Grigsby for 3rd as we've now reached past the midway point of this feature. Braden Beard and Casey Mooney will pull off simultaneously. Slower car of Tim Minister back in front of Tracy Denby Jr. Denby will go to the bottom side, and we've got a caution. Oh, we got one upside down in turn number 1. The 8 of Sammy Humphrey on his lid. Red flag conditions. 11 laps down, 9 laps to go. Tracy Denby Jr., your race leader. Guidry and Grigsby battle side by side for second. Throw Underwood into that mix. The 3-car battle for second. 3-car battle for fifth right behind them as well. Grigsby on the top, Guidry in the middle, Underwood on the bottom, nearly 3 wide through 1 and 2. Guidry has the advantage, though. He's in front in the second spot. Denby out front in first. Ricky Ingles in the 5th spot in the 81. He was last Saturday night's winner here at the Hill. Grigsby with a good run on Guidry down the back straightaway. He looks to the high side in 3 and 4. Still has the momentum down the front straightaway, but can't get between Guidry and the wall. He's going to keep trying it up on the high side, getting great bite off of that corner with the momentum down the back stretch and the front stretch. Tracy Denby Jr. still your race leader. Mark Underwood Jr. in 4th, Ricky Ingles in 5th, Austin Storm, Connor Williams, Tyler Parker, Tommy Tullis, and Chris Hall rounding out your top 10 at the moment. Bryce Beard, Trent Kenward, and Tim Minister is your field. It'll be 2 laps to go for the 15 of Denby. Guidry trying to track him down, but he's running out of time here. Grigsby in 3rd. Cars separated by about 6 car lengths as they enter turn number 3. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Denby. Rolls down the bottom, slides up high at the exit of 2, down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to grab the checkered flag. Tracy Denby Jr. wins at the Hill. Stephen Guidry will be 2nd. Derek Grigsby will come home 3rd. 4th is Mark Underwood Jr. and Ricky Ingles rounding out the top 5. Give it up for your race winner, Tracy Denby Jr. in the 15 for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. Tracy, that was a good run, buddy. And, you know, just like I told Joshua in the last race, he won the factory stock race. A lot of fast cars behind you, but you just held your line. You were too smooth for anybody to get by.
Yeah, man, the racetrack was really good. You can move around on it pretty fast tonight. Just didn't make no mistakes. I like to thank Mr. Will back there in the back. He owns this car. He puts in a lot of money for me to do this, and I appreciate him. And I'd like to thank all y'all for coming out.
All right, man. Well, what are your plans for the rest of the year? You going to come race with us a little bit more with the crate car and the limited modified?
The crate's down right now with a motor, so we got a new IRP coming, and we're probably going to come run with it a little bit.
All right, it's good to see you back up here in Louisiana. Y'all make some noise for the 15 from Vidor, Texas. Tracy Denby Jr., your winner in ABC Auto Parts Victory Lane for the LED for Life Limited Modifieds. And here is your front-wheel drive four-cylinder feature race on the pole from Shreveport in the Outlaw Transmission Golf Cart Palace Edward Rice Parts Peddling DuPont Auto Service number 06 is Jack DuPont. To the outside from Blanchard, driving the Amsoil DuPont Auto Service TJ's Trucking number 25 is Hunter Armstrong. From Benton, Louisiana, in the Fast Fix Dent Repair Cajun Craze Adams Auto Body Easy One Racing Engines number 46 is Jackson Gallagher. And to the outside from Houghton, Louisiana, in the XL Tax Services Wrights Towing Service James Martin Building DuPont Auto Service number 05 of Luke DuPont. Starting fifth from Bossier City in the Twin City Towing, Paul Lopez Flooring number 4A is Austin Warner. And to the outside from Bevins, Texas, in the JT's Trucking Hitman Design 76M of Austin Marshall. From Texarkana, Arkansas, driving the 22L, that's Lance Salter. And to the outside from Atlanta, Texas, in the 10B is Eddie Brewer. To the inside of row number 5 from Bevins, Texas, driving the JT's Trucking number 2 is TJ Tollison. And to the outside from New Boston, Texas, driving the Hunt and Jay's Lawn Care Riggett Racing AW Management Sling Blades Axe Throwing Company number 72K of Kayla Strom. That is your field. We're going 12 laps in distance for the front-wheel drive 4 cylinders. Hunter Armstrong with a good start there in the 25 around the outside of the 06 of Jack DuPont. Luke DuPont will pace in the third spot. Jackson Gallagher in fourth and Austin Marshall in fifth. Austin Warner has the fifth spot. As they cross underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand, Lance Salter in sixth. Seventh is Austin Marshall. Eighth, Eddie Brewer. Ninth is Kayla Strom. And in 10th, the 2 of TJ Tollison. Jackson Gallagher now battling with the 05 of Luke DuPont for the third spot. Not able to take it, though. 46 of Gallagher way up high in 3 and 4. That's going to allow Luke DuPont to widen the gap between third and fourth. Here comes Gallagher back to the inside in 1 and 2. Looking strong down on the bottom in the Fast Fix Dent Repair number 46. Hunter Armstrong and Jack DuPont out front. Jackson Gallagher and Luke DuPont battling for third. Good battle there for fifth as well. Lance Salter on the bottom and Austin Warner on the top. He's got fifth. Gallagher again to the inside of Luke DuPont. We're halfway home. Cross flags in the air. 6 laps down and 6 laps to go. Hunter Armstrong, your race leader, but if we stay green, lap traffic will become a factor. The two of TJ Tollison's slower car being approached by your race leaders. 5 laps to go this time. And we got one spun around in 1 and 2. That's the 10B of Eddie Brewer. He'll pull it into the infield. And looks like his night will be done. Armstrong approaching lap traffic. He'll pull to the inside of Tollison, and he'll have the spot. We've got one up against the wall, the 22L of Lance Salter. And that will be a caution flag. Lights are out. We're going green. 8 laps down and 4 to go for Hunter Armstrong. The DuPont cousins, one on the bottom, one on the top. That's Luke on the bottom and Jack on the top in the 06. Jackson Gallagher and Austin Warner. A little bit of contact there between Austin Warner and Austin Marshall. They'll allow Marshall to get by Warner for 5th. Jackson Gallagher in the 46, closing in on Luke DuPont. Two laps to go. Armstrong, your race leader. DuPont, Gallagher, and Marshall rounding out your top 5 at the moment with a lap and a half to go for your race leader. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Hunter Armstrong rides around the middle of the speedway in 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag waving. Hunter Armstrong goes back to back. Jack DuPont second. Luke DuPont third. 4th is Jackson Gallagher. And finishing 5th is Austin Marshall. Make some noise for your feature winner, Hunter Armstrong, in a front-wheel drive 4-cylinders. Well, Hunter, that's 2 for 2. I'd say you're having a pretty good Easter weekend.
Oh yeah, this has been great.
Let's talk about that race a little bit, man. You started up front. You ran away from them. They had nothing for you.
Yeah, that was fun. I was going fast.
So dramatic. What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going high and I just stayed there the whole time.
Absolutely. Well, let's hear about everybody who helps you out.
I'd like to thank DuPont Auto Service, Outlaws Transmission, Amsoil, Kevin and Karen Johnson, my parents, my grandparents, everybody who came out to support me.
You'd like to thank the DuPont boys for being too slow to catch you tonight, right?
I guess so.
All right, y'all make some noise for your front-wheel drive 4-cylinder winner. Hunter Armstrong goes back-to-back at Sabine and Boothill. And here is your Promont feature race. On the pole from Keithville, Louisiana, driving the Lindsay Racing Easley Motorsports number 27L of Michael Easley. On the outside from Shreveport in the Arclitect Sheet Metal McDonald Superior Graphics Cam Chassis number 27 of Mike Washburn. To the inside of row number 2, also for Shreveport in the Greg Tilley's Mobile Homes, Johnny's Pizza House, Humphrey Racing, Larry Shaw Racing Chassis number 54T of Heath Thompson. And to the outside from Carthage, Texas, behind the wheel of the Carthage Mechanical Solutions, Ingalls Racing Performance, Collins Dumpster Service, Larry Shaw Chassis number B99 of William Brooks. Starting 5th from Houghton, Louisiana in the Everything Artsy Events, ABC Auto Parts X15 Racing Engines, Larry Shaw Race Cars number 515 is Trent Humphrey. And to the outside from Gillum, Louisiana, piloting the Jay's Lawn Care Stevens Services Hobby Shop Race Engines, Larry Shaw Chassis number 2 of Jeff Rice. Starting 7th from Mooringsport, Louisiana, aboard the Arclitect Sheet Metal, Arclitect's Oil Tools, Cook's Carpet Cleaning and Flooring, Larry Shaw Chassis number 43J of BJ Cook. And to the outside from Keithville, Louisiana, driving the G-Store Bears Bodies by Easley Dirtworks Chassis number G25 of Glenn Lindsay. Julie Ann Whitney, Chance Hatton, Bubba Thomas, Dakota Tutt, Jason Beasley, John Locke, Chase Hatton, and Milton Braun rounding out the field. Green flag in the air. A pair of 27s get us going at the front row. 54T of Heath Thompson in 3rd. 4th is William Brooks. And 5th, Trent Humphrey. Chance Hatton pulled off the Speedway in turn number 1 in the 38 car. Trent Humphrey now in 3rd off of turn number 4 underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. Michael Easley, your race leader. Mike Washburn in 2nd, and we got a pile of them in turn number 1. Caution flag. All right, we have 1 lap down and 19 to go for the 27L of Michael Easley. Attention, folks. Brianna Wheeler, please come to the concession stand. Brianna Wheeler, please report to the concession stand. Green flag flying. 27L of Michael Easley gets us going. Trent Humphrey side by side with Mike Washburn for second. He's going to have the spot out of turn number 2, and down the back straightaway, he sets his sights on Michael Easley for the race lead. Michael Easley. Michael Easley and Trent Humphrey battle for the race lead. Trent Humphrey to the inside of Easley. They're wheel to wheel for the race lead down the back straightaway. Easley pokes right back in front. It's a good side-by-side battle. Trent Humphrey will lead that lap as they cross underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. And Easley has the momentum coming out of turn number 2. Still wheel to wheel for the race lead, but Easley has it as they cross underneath the stripe that time. 54T of Heath Thompson unable to continue. He'll pull off of the Speedway. We will stay green. Trent Humphrey still challenging for the race lead. As we get closer to the halfway point, Easley slides up out of turn number 2. That'll allow Trent Humphrey to the inside to take the pass, make the pass, I should say, and take the lead. Trent Humphrey now in the 5:15, a car length ahead of Michael Easley in second. So it's Trent Humphrey, Michael Easley, Mike Washburn, William Brooks, and Jason Beasley, your top 5. Chase Hatton in 6th. 7th is BJ Cook. 8th is Jeff Rice. 9th is Glenn Lindsay. And John Locke rounding out the top 10. We are halfway this time. Cross flags in the air. 10 laps gone, 10 laps to be had for the 5:15 of Trent Humphrey. He's approaching the slower car of Bubba Thomas in the T8. Try to put him a lap down. He's got about a 5-car length advantage over second place. Humphrey will slide in front of Bubba Thomas at the exit of 2 and put him a lap down. There's 1 lap car in between the lead and second place. Just past the halfway point, 12 laps down. Chase Hatton now moving into the top 5, and problems for Trent Humphrey. He's off the pace. Your race leader is broken. 27L of Michael Easley will be the benefactor of the race lead. Caution flag flying. So unfortunately, the 5:15 of Trent Humphrey will not be able to continue. He'll pull it into the pitting area. So 12 laps down and 8 to go. Michael Easley now moves into the race lead. Mike Washburn in second. Third is William Brooks. Chase Hatton in fourth. And fifth is Jason Beasley. Lights go dark. We're going green. 8 laps to go. Easley will lead the field down into 1 and 2. They'll shuffle side by side through 1 and 2. Beasley with a good run. He'll get around Chase Hatton for fourth. Hatton up to the high side of the speedway. He'll roll around Beasley. Now to the outside of Brooks. They're 3 wide. And Brooks going to lose it out the front straightaway. That'll bring out a caution for the B99. So now we have 13 laps complete and 7 to go. Michael Easley still your race leader. Mike Washburn in second. And we've got a caution flag. Looks like there might be some debris on the front stretch. Again, 13 laps down and 7 to go. Easley, Washburn, and Hatton, your top 3. Beasley and Rice rounding out the top 5. Green flag in the air. Chase Hatton with a good restart. He'll slide up in front of the 27 of Washburn and take the second spot away. And we got problems for the 98 of John Locke. He'll loop it and collect a whole bunch of cars. Caution flag waving. All right, we're going to try it one more time. 13 laps down and 7 to go. Michael Easley, your race leader. Mike Washburn in second. Chase Hatton in third. Jason Beasley, Jeff Rice, B.J. Cook, Dakota Tutt, William Brooks, Bubba Thomas, and Glenn Lindsay. Mike Washburn with a great restart on the bottom in the 27 this time. He'll slide up in front of Chase Hatton for the second spot. Here comes Hatton down to the bottom. Stair-step formation through 3 and 4. 27L of Easley, still your race leader. Washburn trying to track him down. They roll off a 2 and down the back stretch into 3. Washburn on the bottom trying to get by. There's 5 laps to go for the Pro Mods. Michael Easley, Mike Washburn, Chase Hatton, Jason Beasley, and Jeff Rice, your top 5. B.J. Cook, William Brooks, Glenn Lindsay, Dakota Tutt, and Bubba Thomas rounding out your top 10. Jason Beasley now trying to challenge the Lazy 8 of Chase Hatton. Mike Washburn right in front of the Lazy 8 in the 27 car. He's your defending track champion here at the Hill. Hatton will pace behind Washburn. He's in the 3rd spot, looking for 2nd. There'll be 2 laps to go this time for Michael Easley. Hatton looks to the high side to try to roll around the outside of Washburn, but can't make it happen in 1 and 2, 3 and 4. He might have a shot at it this time as they go wheel to wheel out of turn 4. White flag in the air. Chase Hatton had the 2nd spot at the line that time. Underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand, he's got 1 lap to work with. They'll roll down the back straightaway and into 3 and 4 for the final time. Coming to take the checkered flag, the 27L of Michael Easley. Chase Hatton comes home 2nd. 3rd will be Mike Washburn. 4th, Jason Beasley. And rounding out the top 5 is Jeff Rice. Make some noise for your Pro Mod winner, Michael Easley. Well, Michael, man, that was a great race. You had the lead early. Trent was able to get by you, but some problems for him in the 5:15. You were able to be put back to the front, and you just drove away from him. Nobody had anything for you.
Yeah, I hate it for him. We're good friends, and I hate it. I couldn't get a good race with him, but I can't thank Mr. Carl enough for letting me drive his car. We've been fighting, trying to get this thing ready and line back out, and the only 2 people we can thank is Easley Motorsports and Lindsay Racing on this thing. It's all pocketbook between me and him, and I can't thank him enough. I've been doing this for 17 years, and this is my first feature win at Boothill.
All right, well, good job, man. We're going to see some more of you here in the Pro Mod class?
I'm going to make a few more races in this one. Hopefully we get a few more wins in this. Then I got a brand new one I'm putting together right now, so hopefully y'all see that one pretty soon. Yeah.
All right, make some noise one more time for your Pro Mod winner in the 27L, Michael Easley in ABC Auto Parts Victory Lane. Here is your Frazier County Crate Racing USA late models. Garen Lindsay on the pole in the 24. David Winslet in second. Austin DuPont, Ethan Bryant, Clay Stuckey, and the 81 of Randy Warner. Garen Lindsay leads the field into 1 and 2, and down the back straightaway, David Winslet up on the top and Austin DuPont on the bottom. Lindsay will lead lap number 1, but here comes Winslet to the outside. Side by side for the race lead through 1 and 2. Winslet has the momentum out of quarter number 2 and down the back stretch. David Winslet, your new feature leader. David Winslet, Garen Lindsay, Austin DuPont, Clayton Stuckey, and Ethan Bryant, your top 5. Here comes Lindsay back down to the bottom, trying to pull even with David Winslet. Winslet's still the race leader as they cross underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand, but Garen Lindsay with a good run down the back straightaway. Randy Warner gonna pull into the infield with his noseless number 81. Clearly just trying to start and park tonight. The 24 of Garen Lindsay back to the race lead in the Cover 6 Outdoors Dennisberry Tile and Flooring Tim Bates Painting 28 Special Chassis. We're going 12 laps in distance for the Frazier County Crate Racing USA late models. David Winslet riding around the outside, trying to go side by side in the Yard Services Stuckey Enterprises Allen's Automotive Black Diamond Chassis, and he'll have the race lead back that time by Halfway home, 6 laps down and 6 to go, and problems for Austin DuPont in the 57A. He'll loop it in 1 and 2. 5 laps to go for Garen Lindsay this time. It's a great side-by-side 2-car battle for the race lead as the laps wind down in this one. Winslet and Lindsay, wheel to wheel all the way around the racetrack. 4 laps to go. Winslet will lead this lap. And Winslet clears him out of turn number 2. He'll pull away down the back straightaway. 2-car length advantage into turn number 3. 3 laps to go this time for the 21. Winslet slides up high coming out of corner number 4. But Lindsay not able to get in front. There'll be 2 laps to go this time. And the 24 of Lindsay will lose some ground there as they come out of turn number 4. David Winslet with 2 laps to go. Garen Lindsay in second. Clayton Stuckey in third. And problems for the 24 of Garen Lindsay. Hard into the wall. Caution flag waving. Advanced Powder Coating is a proud corporate partner of Boothill Speedway and the weekly racing series. At Advanced Powder Coating, we can do everything you expect from a powder coater, but the difference is we can do so much more. Based in Shreveport, Louisiana, Advanced Powder Coating employs a staff of 30 inside of a 12,500 square foot shop. Our state-of-the-art equipment includes both a 20-foot long oven and a 32.5-foot long oven. Check us out today at advancedpowdercoating.org to learn more about what we can do to exceed your expectations. For all of your accounting, bookkeeping, and tax needs, Frazier Accounting has you covered. Frazier Accounting also has over 25 years of QuickBooks experience and provides training and consulting on it. Give Heather Frazier a call at 318-588-8811. That's 318-588-8811. ABC Auto Parts is the leading supplier of auto parts to automotive repair centers in the Shreveport, East Texas area. Family owned since our founding in 1968, our number one priority is and always has been customer satisfaction. For more information and to find the location nearest to you, look us up at abcauto.com. Don't forget, next Saturday night we'll be back in action for the Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series plus Fan Appreciation Night. If you're not familiar with what that is, during intermission we will bring all the cars out onto the racetrack. And everybody can go out onto the racetrack, receive some candy and some prizes that the drivers have prepared for you, and meet all your favorite race car drivers. It's really just always a fun time. So make sure you bring all the kids you know out to the racetrack next Saturday night for Fan Appreciation Night. We're doing our best here at Boothill to always make it a family-friendly environment, and we want to include the kids in any way possible because that's the future of our sport. Here with dirt track racing we love so much, it will die if the kids don't get involved, so we're going to do our best here at Boothill to make sure that doesn't happen. So David Winslet, your race leader in the yard services, Stuckey Enterprises, Allen's Automotive, Black Diamond Chassis. He's from Bossier City, Louisiana. Behind him from Shreveport, driving the advanced powder coating Lucas Oil, Sunoco Race Fuels, Black Diamond Chassis is the 15 of Clayton Stuckey. From Bossier City, driving the Louisiana Pumping Service, Bayou Dirtworks, Red River Pump, Black Diamond Chassis, number 57A. That's Austin DuPont. And finally, from Coshada, Louisiana, in the D&G Goods and Services, Cane River Customs, bumper-to-bumper auto parts, PPM chassis, the 76B, is Ethan Bryant. Lights are out. We have 10 laps down and 2 laps to go. It'll be a green-white checkered to the finish. Austin DuPont now gets by the 15 of Clayton Stuckey for second. Right around the outside. White flag coming out this time by into turn 3 is David Winslet. Austin DuPont up on the high side of the speedway, and Ethan Bryant a little bit too high up on the high side of the speedway, up against the wall. Caution flag waving. Checker flag waving. David Winslet is your feature winner. Austin DuPont comes home second, and in third is Clayton Stuckey. Folks, don't go anywhere just yet. We've got one more race, the Sportsters feature, and I think it's going to be a good one here tonight. We got 5 cars, a record for the season with our brand new class. So don't go anywhere just yet. We still got one more race to go. Make some noise for your feature winner, David Winslet, in the 21 for the Frazier Accountant Great Racing USA Late Models. Well, David, I don't think anybody likes to win under caution, but it was a pretty good race by you. You were out front and had a smooth car. It was going to be tough to pass you.
I was good. Garen was real good around the bottom, too. I got around him around the top, and I thought I was clear of him and got down in front of him. I tried that bottom. And I come back around, he was in a wall. I hope it wasn't something I did. If it did, I'm sorry. I didn't, for sure don't want to win like that. But it was good, and it was hard racing.
All right, let's hear about everybody who helps you out in the shop and up and down the road.
Man, there's a bunch. Allen's Automotive, Yard Services, Harmon's Towing, Payrose Bucking Bulls, Little Works in Progress, J&J Motorsports, Zach Newsom with Amsoil, Stuckey Enterprises, Black Diamond, Advanced Powder Coating, Tyler Green Trucking, Harold's Transmissions. The list goes on, but I'm thankful for every one of them.
All right, well, that's 3 wins on the year. Is that right?
That's 3. Like I said, I don't like winning with 3 cars, but I came here to race, and that's just what showed up tonight, so that's where we're at. Maybe we'll get a better car count coming in the future.
All right, we look forward to it. David Winslet, your feature winner for the Frazier Accountant Great Racing USA Late Models. All right, folks, here is your final race of the night. On the pole from Shreveport in the Hitman Designs, Jeff's Racing Products, J&J Motorsports, Cajun Strong, number XXX is Brittany Graham. On the outside pole from Kilgore, Texas, driving the Hitman Designs, Michael White, trucking number 85, that's Chris White. Your third starter is from Stonewall, Louisiana. Behind the wheel of the Camus Electric Bogus Racing Summer Grove Auto Care, number 194 is John McCune. Your fourth starter is from Kilgore, Texas, driving the 86. That's Michael Freeman. And your final starter from Longview, Texas, the 49 of Chad Porter. Lights are out. We're going green next time by. We're going 12 laps in distance for the Sportsters. Brittany Graham, Chris White, John McCune, Michael Freeman, and Chad Porter. We're going to go green out of turn number 4. Graham and White will lead them down into turn number 1. They're side by side for the race lead. At the exit of 2, White will pull ahead of Graham down the back straightaway. Here comes Michael Freeman on the outside in third place in the 86 car. Chris White will lead lap number 1. Brittany Graham in second. Michael Freeman and John McCune side by side for third. Freeman has the spot as they enter turn number 3. Here comes McCune back to the inside, though. John McCune to the inside of Michael Freeman, and we've got a caution flag on the Speedway. Looks like there is some debris on the racetrack. Going to try to get that removed so we can go back green flag racing for the Sportsters. Chris White leading him to the green flag. We have 2 laps down and 10 to go. Chris White, Brittany Graham, Michael Freeman, John McCune, Chad Porter is your field. Looks like a problem for the 86 of Michael Freeman. He's going to be off the pace, and he'll pull into the infield. Chris White, Brittany Graham, John McCune, and Chad Porter is your field. Michael Freeman has dismissed himself from the rest of this competition in the 86 car. Brittany Graham trying to close the gap between herself and the race leader, Chris White. It'll be halfway home this time. 6 laps complete and 6 laps remaining. Brittany Graham peeking to the inside. Trying to go side by side for the race lead. Does momentarily, but Chris White still ahead. There'll be 5 laps to go this time. White still your race leader. They're nearly side by side, but John McCune right there in contention in the 194 car. Could be a 3-car battle for the win here as the laps wind down. White still has the race lead. Graham in the second spot. John McCune in third. There are 8 laps gone and 4 to go. It'll be 3 this time by as they cross underneath the ABC Auto Parts flag stand. It'll be 2 laps to go this time for Chris White. Brittany Graham still challenging on the bottom. John McCune in striking distance in the 194. The white flag will come out this time. 1 lap to go. Chris White has led all the way thus far over the undefeated Brittany Graham. Rolls through 1 and 2, off a 2, and down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 for the final time of the night. Coming around, checkered flag waving, Chris White wins the Sportsters feature. Brittany Graham will come home second, and John McCune in third. Chad Porter will round out the top 4. Make some noise for your Sportster winner, Chris White, in the 85. Well, Chris, she's smoking pretty good, but that was by far the best Sportster race we've had so far.
Oh, yeah. Same piece of junk. But appreciate everybody coming out. Thank you, Sean, for the beautiful paint scheme. Tori, Presley, Zane don't want to be mentioned because he didn't build this motor, and this thing is sketchy, but we'll have a new one. Next time she needs more laps, she'll be fast.
Absolutely, man. Well, was it fun to drive in the Sportster class?
Oh, yeah, it's just old Bomber. They're a blast. You just drive it with the gas pedal.
All right, make some noise one more time for your Sportster winner, Chris White, in the 85. Folks, on behalf of everybody here at Boothill Speedway and all of our sponsors, we thank you for joining us for the Advanced Powder Coating Weekly Racing Series. We'll be back in action next Saturday night for Fan Appreciation Night. Make sure you come on out, bring all the kids you know. My name is Joshua Bell. You can find us on Facebook at Boothill Speedway. You can find me on Facebook at Joshua Bell-Announcer. It's been a pleasure to be your announcer tonight. We thank you for coming out. Make sure you head to the Lord's house tomorrow and celebrate Resurrection Sunday and the Lord's Day, and we'll see you next Saturday night here at the Hill.